What's up, everybody? I'm Lincoln Lawyer. Welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. And as you can see, I do have a new camera situation. It is being run from my phone, so I can see what the hell I'm doing because I have no idea. The sound isn't really working for me on this camera, so I'm still using an external mic. I hope it sounds okay at this point. So today we're going to get into cryptocurrency, that crazy digital crap that nobody understands. And my perspective is going to be solely as a crypto attorney. Been involved in this field for a couple of years now. So pretty young industry, so pretty much I would probably have as much experience as any other top level crypto guy, crypto lawyer. So let's get to it. I am also an investor. I've held significant amounts of crypto, and I still hold some. I've made some money, lost some money, nothing like six figures, and not even high five figures, but I guess you could say I've been risk averse here, but seriously, I've done better than most, or many, whatever. So, do I believe in crypto as going forward as an industry? So first of all, I do believe in crypto as a currency. Okay, now it's a currency and it can store value, it's convenient, it's easy to use. Swipe your phone, scan the QR code, and you're done. But the issue here is the volatility. Okay, so this is kind of destroying the whole industry, destroying investment. So the volatility issue is a problem, and it's going to keep people away. It's going to keep the SEC away, and they're doing the right thing by denying the ETF going forward. There's too much risk for the retail investor. Now, there have been new products on the market. You have that Bitcoin Trust, which has done horribly. I think it's lost like 70% of its value. There have been other derivatives like futures and options, some cash settled, some crypto settled. Also, they haven't been too hot. That's been from the CFTC, the Commodities and Futures Commission. So there's definitely been some development, but the volatility and the decentralization is what's keeping the industry from moving forward. So the decentralization allows a few huge whales to really manipulate the prices. So they'll start running it up. Retail people start flowing in. Then the whales start dumping, and then they'll repeat, rinse, repeat cycle. So that's a problem. So the decentralization, which is supposed to be the strength of crypto as far as a central bank killer, is actually, I believe, its weakness. And something's going to need to happen with respect to that, whether it's a new regulatory agency, whether it's new companies, a self-regulatory agency, financial institutions that come together, I don't know. But this volatility is really not the best thing for the industry, okay? So next issue is an infrastructure sort of systems, information systems upgrade, which is what crypto can be used for. So I believe it has a future as a currency and as a tracking system for things, for either physical, tangible property or virtual, digital property. For example, the mail can definitely get on the ledger or the closed ledger, which would have to be centralized. So everybody who wants to buy postage, you just scan the QR code and it automatically deducts your credit, and boom, you don't need to buy stamps anymore. So for example, guns, okay, so guns can be embedded with a QR code by law. An app could be designed, promulgated by the ATF, for example, whatever agency. Doesn't matter, whoever buys a weapon can scan it, and then that weapon is tracked, and it's known who it belongs to within confidential records. Of course, obviously this isn't going to be palatable to a large segment of people, understandably, but probably I think a middle ground can be reached at some point on this. There's other items that can use the ledger. So for example, securities as far as paper certificates are completely outdated. They do not need to exist anymore. We can use crypto and the closed ledger. Every company can use digital crypto tokens to transfer ownership interests as far as securities. We don't need any other documents. So whoever holds those digital securities is the owner, and that could be in the form of tokens. They can transfer it if they're allowed to. They can be programmed with permission to transfer unless they're locked for whatever reason, let's say founders shares, or they're locked under an options or warrants, then they could be restricted from transfer and they can't be transferred to another owner, and that could be programmed in as well. So you don't actually need a transfer agent anymore, okay? So this would simplify many things. Now, as far as a business, I don't see crypto being viable there, okay? So I've worked with dozens and dozens and dozens of various business ventures. So everything from concept, pre-seed, barely an idea, to fully funded, multi-round, pre-market, beta testing, few hundred engineers working on the project ventures. Okay, so this was Asian projects, and obviously there's nothing going on like that in America, unfortunately. So, and some of those tokens had a really good run. They've gone up to a few dollars, $2, $3, $4, $5, and some even went up to as high as 20 or more, around that area. And today, I mean, a few dimes. They're worth a few dimes. So if you put your money into a token, I mean, I'm talking very large projects, and if you put your money in there at 10, 15, 20 bucks, now it's trading at 30, 40, 50 cents, you know, that's a problem for the market. So out of all the investments that I've seen, all the disclosures, all the white papers, I've only seen maybe one or two projects which I would put my money in, and that would generally be something like finance related. I'm talking about brokerage, lending platforms, investment platforms. There's hedge funds that can make money, and these are pretty much the only types of ventures that are making money at this point. So as far as a business concept, I don't see a real use case for crypto making any system better than it is right now. So I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'm saying I just haven't seen it. I really would not put my money into that particular sphere of the crypto sphere, okay? So investing in crypto right now, I mean, you're taking your life in your own hands. If you're too cheap to spend $500, $1,000, $2,000 looking into any proposed project, company, and utilize the services of professionals who've done this before, then you deserve to lose all your money. That's all I can say about that. So you need to make sure you have professionals who do this on a regular basis on your side before you put your money into it. Because so many people have lost everything, and now they're probably, you know, homeless, selling their bodies. I don't know, but anyway. So, look, this is very serious, and it's got potential, but in my experience, this is ultra high risk, and unless it has the backing of some kind of major institution. No, I'm not talking about Facebook. I'm talking about like banks, international banks, central bank, huge Fortune 100, Fortune 500 companies. Then I think it's super high risk, and it's very liable to lose the investment. Okay, and so that's why, you know, you've seen 70 to 80% of hedge funds and venture capital funds just completely decimated, and they've shut down, lost all investor money. Don't be that guy, you know. So, fair warning, high risk industry, there is some potential. Whoever, you know, there might be one or two companies that really strike it big in this field, but so far it has not materialized. All you have is, you know, the cat game on Ether platform, okay? So whatever, some stupid games, and they're selling these cats. I mean, that's the height of you know, cryptocurrency. I mean, come on, you know. And so ultimately, you're going to see most of these crap currencies completely fail. It's just going to happen. You have 99% of them done. I mean, maybe the top 5 or the top 3 will survive. I'm talking Bitcoin, Ether. I'm not even sure about Ether. We'll see, but probably. And Litecoin. I like Litecoin personally. And so maybe a couple others. So maybe Bitcoin Cash is looking pretty good. There's been a good run up. I think it's around 9,500 right now. This year, decent return, but it hasn't hit 10K. I believe once it hits 10K, then we can really start moving towards that next 12 to 14K mark. I mean, I'm not a chart investor. I'm not a day trader, so don't listen to me. That's just what I've seen. Okay. And basically, that volatility is really a problem. And my opinion is the volatility needs to end. It needs to stop at some point. And the point that it should stop, ideally, is when it is centralized. These currencies need to be centralized. And at some point, the run-up is going to be so strong that it's going to cause the retail investor to be unable to really manipulate the price at all. So once the valuation gets super high, then that price is going to be only manipulated by a major institution moving very significant amounts of money. So it's not going to be one brokerage that can move the price. So that's where it should go. So once the price stabilizes, then I think the SEC will proceed with moving forward with some instruments that will really bring in more financial advisors and more risk-averse investors. And so that's when, but unfortunately the price needs to rise, which is volatility in and of itself. But so, I mean, I don't know, it's a paradox. I can't tell the future. Don't listen to me. I don't know anything, but I'm just rambling. Thank you for watching. Be cool. Take care.